Good morning, class. Today we will see the last system model which has been used in distributed and cloud computing. The name itself, it is represented as cloud computing over the internet. So that is the last one we are seeing. So in these things we have been covered three such models. First one is computer clusters, second one is a grid computing, and then third one is a peer-to-peer network families, and then next last one is the cloud computing. So first, before going to any definitions or anything, I need to give a some representation why we need a cloud, or why we need a cloud computing for our processings or for our computations has to be considered. So the simple example what I am taking is, for example, if you are having any files which are for using for processing your data, or which is your personal use or anything, so what we will do, we will store, means most of the files what you will be the music files, or your career oriented files, or something, your certificates, and the next any materials or anything, whatever it is, most of the time you will be with your mobile only. So what you will do, you will browse all these things, or you any click any pictures, or you any collect the information, and you will store on your phone. Means all the time you can't, means you can't process your data, or you can't do any computations to your data using your phone. If you want to take any computations into account, what you have to do, you have to choose another type of the device, that is a PC or a computer. Means if you want to take if you want to execute any programs or like that, while uh, means you can search through a phone, or through a device, what it is, through a laptop or anything we can specify. Means we need to maintain the data copies at the each and every device what you are being used for a long time. Means if you are using a tab, if you are using a phone, or if you are using means your laptop, any, means the number of, if the number of devices are increasing, what you are doing, you are maintaining multiple copies of your data. Why we are maintaining multiple copies of the data, means there lies a fear that if I lose, if I lost my data, what I have to do. So that's why what you are doing, you are permanently storing your data onto your that is your computer what you are having. Means you want to access your data, one of the device has to be available with you. So but there are some representations, but there are some environments which makes to that is your data to be available with you from any device what you are choosing to process. So I am taking an example here is Google Drive, because you well known what is a Google Drive here. So if the Google Drive, what it is doing, it is having the capacities to store your files what you are having, and then next you can share these files with the others, and you can means you can restrict the sharing also, up to which they can have their files like that. uh, Means apart from the sharing, if you added your files to your Google Drive, then there is no need to maintain several copies to your, because your systems or your many means tab or anything, any multiple systems what you are having to connect to your internet, what you are using, you will be using your mail ID only. Means that won't change. So the mail ID what you are specifying won't change. So that's why you will have the Google Drive wherever you will have the device. Means if you are using the desktop PC, or if you are using any laptop or any tab, what you are is, what you have to do is nothing but just they need to connect your that is the system, sorry, the login device what you are providing. So here what is the service I am getting is, it is providing the service to store your data. Means the you are having the example of the cloud computing environment, the service what you are using here is a Google Drive is one of the example it is providing. So in this Google Drive, what you will do, just you will go for the processing, and you will access your data from anywhere. So I'm taking this example for your understanding. If we go for the better examples there, so we are having large sets of data sets will be there to work on. To work on, you have to maintain the data sets. So what are the data sets? Means you will get the confusion that what are the data sets, why we need this type of the data sets. Means, for example, go for the data mining, or if you are go for the data, there is the database DBMS there. So what you are doing, you are maintaining your data into the tabular representation, that is a 2D or 3D or anything, any dimensional based on your representations. What we will do here, so what we are performing, we are taking the columns, different types of the columns there, and you are storing the data and you are retrieving the data. How we are going to retrieving the data means by using the SQL, you can retrieve the data in DBMS. If you want to retrieve the data using this means data mining, what you have to do, you will go for the data mining query language, or you will go for the programs what you are written there. You gone through the DM lab there. So what you are done, you are just writing some programs and you are getting the pictorial representation of that thing, and also you are getting the information of your data. So there you are creating the data sets there. So if you are considering the data sets as a large one, means for a complete processing, we need to maintain the data sets, which is a very huge one. So we can't copy all these things. Means likewise I said, you want to take the access of these files. What we need to do, wherever you want to access your data, what you have to do, you have to provide a copy to that one. So simply copy pasting is not one. Whenever the file what you are choosing for the copy pasting is a huge data one, or it is having a huge memory, what it is doing, it is simply allowing to take the means most of the time it is processing is the, it is taking most of the time to copy, and then next for pasting also it is taking the that much of the time also. So for what, and then next you want to take the this file to be accessed from another branch. So what you will do, you will provide a pen drive or anything, go for the accessing like that. We can't do such things. Means if any person want to access the data from another branch or the from another location, we can't go to that place and we will give the data to go and access my data or copy this data for your purpose. Because if you are giving the data, okay, for copying and giving the data, okay, what the updations made to that one will not be applied to the thing has been given to that person. Means what we need to do, we need to maintain a database which is the shared one. We should be shared one there, shared one. And then next, that is a also allows an user, or allows a computer or any supercomputer, any workstation to access their data at any time. So that's why in the storage point of view I'm explaining, because the storage point of view is a very important thing which has been gone through your means your daily usage also. So that's why what we need a environment which is used for sharing the resources here. So how come it is sharing means, it is sharing the storage devices, and then next disk arrays, any servers we are using, any particular environment we are chosen where has been shared. So nowadays the cloud computing has been supported many that is resource sharing means it is not has in some restriction that you can't share this type of environment like that. So if what it is providing any environment which is apt to that means user, what it is doing is it is allowing the user to access that one by the notion called the pay as you go. That is page has to be followed there. So that is the thing you have to keep in mind, why we are using the cloud computing here, because it is providing a storage for this one. Not only the storage, but it also providing these platforms, and then next softwares and infrastructures also for processing all. And coming to your definitions, what the IBM is defining is a cloud, what you are provides, what you are specifying is a pool of virtualized computer resources which has been used for different workloads here. So different workloads has been specified. What the different workloads we include here, here is the batch style or the backend jobs or any interactive jobs. Interactive means you should be means aware of all these things. And the next user facing applications, what you are choosing. So these are the things it has been considered. So for specification, so for that what you have to do is nothing but we need to provide software, and then next hardware, IO devices, storages, or anything which has been network also which has been involved in computation should be provided or should be indicated in this virtualized computer resources. Means the computer resources means simply you are taking the processor into an account. This is not the considered one. You have to take the operating systems, and then next what are the tools it has been using, and then any applications it is supporting, and then you can include the network connections what it is using, the storages what it is supporting. All these things has to be considered in these computer resources. Simply you are sharing the storage one is not the one, because you are having a concept called shared memory. In this shared memory concept what it is providing only the memory sharing, and then next going to access all these things. But what it is doing here is we need to provide all these computer resources what you are using, what could be used by the persons for the processing has to be considered. So after that we are having another one, that is the internet clouds. for process for processing or the for computing your clouds, what we need here is the internet. Means the internet's what you are, the is the thing what you are using to connect to the cloud. Means the cloud will allow you to access it from anywhere through the through the device, any means through any device what it is supporting over the internet. Means if you don't have the internet connection, it won't be able to access you, or we won't be able to access the services or the things which has been provided. So what it consists of, what it consists of is it is a virtualized platform. Means it means what here is, it's imaginary, but it is having some elastic resources. Because why it is means based on the things, based on the users, which what we need to provide all these things here. Hardware, software, and the data sets has to be provided here. And then next what is the important thing here is we need to remember this word, ma. The idea why we are the desktop computing what you have chosen, why this is moved to this service oriented platform here is we need to specify, or we need to that is make available all these databases and the server clusters at the data centers here. So here we are not processing anything that is a computational based one, or the any user oriented one, or a server oriented, not anything. What we are doing is we are completely concentrating on the service oriented one. What is the service it is include, what is indicating? The service means I want to store my data, means which is I am having the huge amount of the data. So what the service now I require is the storage. So if I want to access any tools that I don't want to purchase, so that I don't want to purchase the tools, because there is no use of the means for the after some amount of the time there is no use for the tools in my computer or anything. So what I have to do, I don't need to, because I don't need to install or buy that one. What I have to do is nothing but I have to take it as a rented one. So what is a rented one means I have to make it myself as a tenant. I am using some words, ma. Just remember all these words. Tenant, I have to become a tenant to avail the service called that is the tools what I am having. So for example, if you are using any project application what you are developing, in this project application we can't say that we can use only one software, or we can use only one tool like that. What we have to do there, we need to maintain all the application softwares, and then next all the tools which has been supported for this project designing. So first what we need to do, you gone through that is software engineering. First what we will do, we will estimate the cost. What we are estimating, simply we are taking that we mentioning the code is not the code for your project is not the thing. What we have to do, we need to mention all these things. In the STM also we are having. So for the testing and then for our processing we are doing. What we are doing, we are involving the things, the programming time and then testing time and then reprogramming time and then again testing time. All these things have to be considered. So I am simply mentioning the testing time. What the testing time includes, we have to include the testing tools there. Testing tools has to be included. You are simply including the testing tools which are the free one is not available there. What we need to do, we need to install all these testing tools on in your environment and you have to process. So first we need to take the cost there. Means what you are doing, simply you are calculating the salaries of the persons who has been working here is not the thing. So what we need to do, we need to take the resources into the count. So for that one, the project file what you have chosen will have the many programs or the many means it will occupy many data sets and it will occupy many that is a huge amount of the space there. So what you have to do, you need to take care of the storage cost, you need to take care of the tools cost and then software cost, and then next what are the servers it has been chosen. Yeah, these are the things we need to include or we need to process. So after that you will come to know that the project what you are mentioning is the this much cost has been applied. When you are adding all these things to your that is project and you are giving to the a person who has the idea of this project, they simply reject it. Because why? Because you are having, that is you are mentioning the code is a very high. Because all these tools, all these things you won't be used, means no longer usage will be there. Means you will be, there is a concept that you will be used or you won't be used like that. So we don't want to invest on that type of these things to to get rid of one project there. So you are having that service oriented platform here. What it is providing, it is providing platforms there. What it is to application development and the deploy your program. And then next, if you want to use only the softwares which has been designed by that one, it is also provided. Means I'm going to take the example here is, whenever you are logging into your system, that is in your Google, that is Gmail account, just go on these your name side. What it is providing, some 9 dots is there, that is the apps which has been supported by these Google. So go on to that one. You are under that one, it is having the 2 sections. Go for the second one, you will have these Google Sheets, and then next to Google that is a PPTs what it is providing, and then next Google Docs will be there. And then what it is doing, it is maintaining a classroom also, and some different also blogs, all these are considered. Why it is providing means, simply you don't need to install the Word document or the Microsoft Word into your thing. So what it is providing is, it is providing the document, and then next it is also providing a Excel sheet, the manner. There you will means how you are going to use your Microsoft Word, Microsoft PPTs on the next that they likewise only what you are doing is you are using in the Google things are, but you can't change the codes or the change the things of that developed one. What is the software, what it is providing here is, it is providing you developed things to you. What it is maintaining or what it is giving you is the privilege to access that services. So how you are going to access that services, so you will have a doubt. So there is no need to purchase all these things. What you have to do is nothing but you need to create a Gmail account and you need to avail the services what it is providing. If you don't have a Gmail account, then there is no such chance to avail the services of the Google Drive. And then next any processing what you are doing. If you are choosing to see the YouTube, okay, YouTube also it is allowing to see the YouTube also. But if you want to upload a video, what you need, you must need a Google account there. Okay, so these are the things what it is giving freely it is providing up to some extent. So if you see Google Drive, when you open the Google Drive, if you see the left side on the bottom, it is representing how much space has been used by you and how much space it is been providing. Means how much left is there. It is providing the things like that. So this is the idea why it is the service oriented one. Means it is concentrate on the services, means the things what it is required for the user only. So here what could be the virtualized resources, could be these means the hardware, software, and then storage networks. All these will be provided for for whom the paid users only. Means apart from the free services, all the paid users will get the chance of hardware and then software and then storage network and any other resource then services which has been provided by these clouds. And then they can get into this environment, they run their applications, they got their process done easily. If it is providing freely, then there is no any work, or then there is no any process to be healthy. So this is the that is a simple representation here. What is the internet cloud? Consists of the hardware means any represent any hardware device you can consider there. Software means you can go for these application softwares what it is supporting, and you can include some tools also. And sometimes we can use some operating systems also. You want to access the operating system of the Linux, what you have to do is nothing but you have to go for the operating system, that is a hardware what it is supporting. And then storage means the disk arrays, and then next server racks or anything what it is supporting. And then next network switches or any network ability what it is doing to provide. Then service, any other services what it is providing here. So what they have to do, so here the user has to users, these are the multiple users, the user has to submit their request that I want to access this one. And then next what they are doing is nothing but they will get the chance of accessing their paid services. Means they need to access or they need to perform, they need to do all these things into a paid services or the paid model. And then what you are having here is a second representation, that is a cloud landscape. In this cloud landscape you are having a three: infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and the software as a service. So I am explaining with the brief diagrams here because you have to know. I am simply explaining and you are getting into the mind, means you need to have a pictorial representation here. That's why I am using a pictorial representations to represent what are the services we are using here. So remember what are the services we are using here in this one. Here is the infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. Remember, means these are not the full and final, we are having many there, but the main one, what is a cloud? What are the services provided by the cloud? Means you simply answer IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. So what is I? Infrastructure, and then platform, and then software. So these are the things what you are considering. So what this cloud IaaS will provide here is, so it will support the virtualization, and then next server, and then next networking, and then go for the storage. So virtualization, coming to this one, in this virtualization, we will have the privileging to access hardwares and when IOs, and then next we can go for these specifying any type of the virtualization, means not only hardware, but also we can go for the software, and we go for the processor virtualization. And also many, means you can have the privilege to access other operating system which has not been installed on in you, because you're having a concept that is a virtualization which has been explained in your previous sessions. So that is there is a VMM has been discussed there, hypervisor, how I am going to provide all these things in this like that manner we are using the virtualization. So it is also providing some servers, not a server means not only one, some servers has been provided. All the means not only single one, many servers will be used there, and many, that is a disk, that is a storage type what you are chosen will be used or will be accessed here. And the networking, what are the network type you want to connect, or the what are the things you are including in the networking environment, what the things you are using will be specified here. So coming to this one, here what is a little thing we need to consider is what are the features it is supporting. Is it is supporting the low total cost environment, and there is no any investment you have to do. What you have to do, you have to pay for that one, and you will get the chance to process all these things. and there is no any means you want to deploy your programs, or if you want to develop your application, there is no any chance to means there is a delay in that one. Scalable means you can yeah, there is a concept called what is a scalable. Based on the wishes, we will that is increase the capacity of that your cloud, because scale in and scale out, scale up, scale down, these are the things are being included there. Sorry. And then next uh, service level, that is a service level agreement, SLA is there. So these are the agreements we have to done. In previous sessions I explained why we need the SLA, and means here the guaranteed availability, the time of the reaction, and the solution. So what I have to do, if any problem has been occurred, what the solution we are providing has to be specified. In the high available 3, we are having the type 3 structures, and also data centers what you are providing. So here we take the example, that is Germany is in located, this is one of the cloud, it has been provided or been used by them. So this one, so this the data center means what are the things could be added to the IaaS. See the arrow marks are specified here. So what we are using, it is means privileged to access the storage, and then servers. So which is the Windows server it is providing, and then virtual desktop also it is providing some firewall protections, shared resources, data centers. All these things has been included in the IaaS based on means what the cloud you are being chosen. Means if you are using Google Cloud, it will differ. Microsoft, Amazon, or then Oracle you are providing, any means based on the thing what you are providing, it will change. Means what they are providing will change by their consideration. So you will have the means who means how I will connect to these clouds. Means what are the cloud naming. For example, I am saying there is a chatting app is there. What we will do, we will mention the name, that is a WhatsApp or Hike or any Telegram, like that we are mentioning. So like that, what are the cloud environments we will process, or we will go for here is, there is Windows is providing Azure, and here we are having the EMC Square, that is Elasticity Cloud Computing, that is which is also provided by this Amazon. IBM is providing that is IBM Cloud, and here we are having Google Compute Engine, and then next Google App Engine, GoGrid. These are the several examples we are. If you want to, means if you will type these things on the Google search box, will come to know what are the services it has been provided, what thing it is concentrating will be specified here. So these are the examples things what you are chosen in a market. So here what the IaaS it is providing here is by application, by distribution channel, and by type it has been divided. So here we are taking needle free injectors, auto injectors, pen injectors, wearable injectors. So these are the things what it is using. It is providing all these things in a free manner. And then next, it is also providing by application autoimmune diseases, hormonal disorders, oncology, orphan diseases, or these things. Means these are the application oriented one. So if you want to take means want to know about the autoimmune diseases, there is an application, hormonal, oncology, orphan, and a pain management here. So here, what are the distributed channels? Here are the hospital, pharmacies, private clinics, chemists, and then online pharmacies also. So how far it is supporting is, I will give an example in this oriented one. So you will have the live patient, means if you want to take the account that means any surgery or any type of the surgery, what they have, what if they means nowadays what they are using is, so they are not means applying or they all these things on a live patient or anything. What they are doing is they are creating a virtual environment. So what is a virtual environment it is doing is, it acts like a patient only. If you are performing any heart surgery or any surgery which is the critical one, what it is doing is it is providing these AI, which is all these things all these things, cloud, all these things are included in this thing. So how we are going to provide it is providing some equipments and engineers, and the data has to be stored. Means while performing your surgery, what they means any fluctuations has been occurred, and means they have to count all these things, at what time they has been failed or at what time they has been succeeded. All these things has to be considered. So they are performing like that. Means they are not taking the live patients to be done. So they are taking these patients which are the virtual one, and they are performing their things, that is their operations on that one, and they are testing, and they are getting to know but how many attempts they has been failed, or how many attempts they came to success. All these things has been considered. So we can say that IAS or these cloud computing is only for these engineers, or for us means who is studying CSC or any means. It's not like that. The cloud computing environment, what it is provided, is designed for all, not only for one area or the one area of interest only. So it is designed for all, and you have the capability of using, or you have the interest in using the requirements of these services provided by this cloud can be availed by paying them. So that is about IAS. And then this is an example for the Oracle Cloud. What it is doing here is, it is representing, so we are development and the test environment, it will be there. And then next Oracle based applications will be played here. There are the migrations will be applied on premises e-business to the on premises, means out of that one it won't be means allowable to access on premise only, because in this cloud environment, the cloud environment which could be accessed by the Oracle only specified. And then next e-business form, which is the online one, will be there. And then it is also providing storage to the Oracle cloud. These are the things has been considered for the processing all this one. So this e-business, what it is doing, it is migrating from AWS to Oracle cloud. AWS means Amazon Web Service, and it is also providing some disaster recovery on these Oracle cloud by migration. I took an example, live migration is there. Live migration means if any problem has been occurred, what we need to do, we need to recover from there. Requiring means we need to place the lot system into the another hardware what you are choosing, there the migration will occur. So we need to recover from this one. Recovery means we need not to restart your programming or like that. What we have to do, we have to means start the from pause point, that is we need to resume, we have to restart, we need to resume our execution there. So this is about the Oracle AS cloud. And then it's coming to the platform as a service. In this platform as a service, what it is providing here is operating systems, Android, and then there is Apple iOS, and then Windows, and then Linux. So it is also providing using the network access and databases, some hostings which is used by the servers. And then next the security is the important one, because it is using the operating system, and it is also providing the privilege to develop your applications by using some softwares which are the tools or you are representing there. So these are the things we are using, we are processing as a that is a platform as a service. In this platform as a service, what you are doing, faster time to the market, means there is no need to go for the buying all these your softwares or the things which has been included in use in trade day-to-day strengths. What you have to do is nothing but in day-to-day strength, what it is will be that will be used by the cloud. What we have to do, we have to go for the pay as you go method, that is a pay as you go model what it is doing. So we have to pay and you go for the environment, and there is a rapid delivery of the new capabilities. Likewise I said, any new things has been occurred, new trends are there, what they are be doing, they has to be added into that one. And the scalable environments based on your that is users wish, they can increase their environment or decrease their environment, because they, if you want, if you have many users or there means asking for the same service, what they will do, they will add the services which has been provided, which has been used by this one. If many users are not accessing this one, what they will remove the resources which are not been which has been rarely used there. And then speed, flexibility, agility has been considered as that one. Standardized middlewares, why we are using the middlewares means we are concepting, we are there is a concept to you are entering into the another environment, that is a Linux. There should be a middle, means what you are processing, what you are to be done, environment should be a consist of a thing what you are having to process. Okay. So this is the example of the Microsoft Azure. Microsoft Azure will process only the PaaS service there. So what it is providing is development tools, database management, business analytics, and the operating systems what you are using, server storages, networking, firewalls and security, data centers which is at the building, means the data center will be will be at the one place. From there it will access all these things, but it won't access or it won't provide the IAS or the SS. What it will do here, it will go simply concentrate on the platform as a service only. Remember, this is the thing that it is supported by the Microsoft Azure. So coming for the next one, that is the software as a service. The software as a service, we are using same the servers which has been supported by this one. There you will access write the code there. Means you will use different programming environments to develop your programs. No need to install all these things into your computer. What you will do, you will simply go for that one and you will access all these things. There is a probability you can access from the mobile also, but if you are thinking that could be easy for you, then it is also allowing from the mobile. And if you are thinking will be easy for the desktop, it is providing desktop computing also. So what you are doing is you are accessing many softwares which has been developed earlier, and then next there is no any means usage or anything to has to be applied or has to be done for these things. Means you need to use them only, but you're not to allowed to make the changes to that softwares. But in these IAS and PAS, if you are allowed to make the changes, they will allow for the open software, not for all. So if you have the privilege to change, make the changes, they are accepting the changes, and it is means it is giving or it will provide this as a the new version which has been developed by you. Means if you are making any changes, what it is in, there could be some updations will be there, or the things what you are doing will be based on your presentation. Means what they do is simply they will go for processing, or simply they go for the things what it is choosing or what it is happening in this model. And then next the benefits of here is, the main benefits what you are choosing here is the low cost, scalability, availability, and the last one is a no hardware cost. That is these are the things which has been repeatedly used by that one. No hardware cost means where there is no representations what you are choosing. So yes, Google Colab is also there, and somebody won't know all these things. We go for these if there is no need to install the Google, there is a Python environment now. Most of the things what you will do, you will go for the Google Colab. You will access the all these things just by importing the packages what you are using. That is you import NP as that is PD as a pandas, and then next NumPy as a things what you are choosing. These are there are many things also there. So you can what is the privilege means what is the advantage of using the Google Colab other than these your Python environments? There is no several representations will be there. That is there is no need to develop all these things. Easy presentations are there. So if any variable has been designed, anything has been applied, it will be come over the means in your program environment what you are choosing, and there is a possibility of saving all these things into your one. So the notebook will be changed. If you have any, if you are all the people, if you have a time, go for the Google and go and type the Google Colab. All you are aware of the Python. Just try to do your Python programs what you are having there. So then we will have some that is environment which has been provided. There is no need to install your Python into that one. So why? Because Google supports mostly Python and Java also, and then Ruby environment also it has been supported by these Google. And then next we have the examples of the SaaS. Here is the Zoho, Ariba, and then Google Apps. Likewise, I said the Gmail, Gtalk is there, and then next Hangouts are there. These are the things, and now we are using that is Google Meet is there. All these things which has been provided by the Google one. There is no need to install all these things. What it is doing, it is providing into your account. What if you want to use this one, it is providing there itself only. So these are the different things what it is providing. Microsoft Office 365, justcloud.com, salesforce.com, Avery, Kenexa. So these are the different examples where you will get the information of that one. Here you have these Pixelmatic, which is for the that is pictures what you are taken, or the videos what you are chosen. Means not only for the environment, developing environment or these things. Many environments will be there. So for them, they are providing their own clouds or the things which has been supported here. And these are the several examples for SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS. So if you want to get the services regarding this one only, I want to get the services of the PaaS only. I want to tell you, you will go for this one. So it means some names will means repeat here. So what it is means the thing what you are using has been supporting both the things, but sometimes only one means. So for example, if you take the SQL Azure, what it does here, it will be designed only for the PaaS. Means first it is concentrating on the PaaS only. So that is a platform as a service. So some of them are designed for their purpose only. That service only will be there. So if you want to take, you can get a screenshot. These are the several examples. What are the means providing these services to be accessed or to be means used by the consumers or the customers or the end users, organizations also. Anything can be specified here. After that, these are the levels of the privileges what you will have. So here on premises means the cloud physical building will be there now. That is on premises where the cloud is specified. This one, that is you are using uh, dark blue color means you have the permissions of all these things. If it is a light blue or the sky blue color means what it is doing is it is specifying the provider will manage. Means this one is done by the user, this one is done by the manager, like that. Means on the premises of that one, if user is on the cloud side, what it is, he will have the access of that one, what it is managed. Here applications data can be managed. What is the runtime, what is the middleware using, operating systems, what type of the virtualization they are using. So networking, storage, anything, any change can be applied to on these things if he is on the premises of the cloud. If he is not on the premises of that one, if he is using the some of the services here, what it is doing. So virtualization network, that is underneath. What is this underneath one is what is the base level of these infrastructure can't be known for anyone. Means because there has been stopped there itself. So what they can change is they can change the operating system what they are choosing. What is the middleware means, what are the things they are using for processing will be changed. Or is the runtime environment, runtime environment can be changed here. The data what you are providing will be changed here. The applications what you are choosing for processing will be changed. Means you can create your own applications there, it can be provided. But using platform as a service, what it is only providing an application and it is providing a data. You can change your application based on your that one, and you can change the data sets of your applied, that is your processing also. And also we are going for the last one. There is no any change has been provided to the user. What they will do is nothing but they will be using what could be an example means, likewise your phone, you will change all the settings. What it is doing, it is you can it has been primarily that one. But what you are means what it is allowing some of the settings or it is providing to be changed. But you can't change the software of your that is a phone. You can't make the changes what you are applying to that phone, because it's not been allowed there. What it is doing is that is a already developed one has been taken to your account. What you are doing is you are trying to access this one. If any changes has been applied like themes or these things has to be specified, means will be applied as a changes, like that. Means that as the silly things will be considered as a changes only. But when you are considering up means on the application oriented one or the programming oriented one, there will be no chance of allowing to make the changes there. What would be the control? That is the control will be more, the control will be less. See here in this diagram, medical representation. So what are the things we can control as a software, as a service? There is nothing will be considered. So these are the important things we are choosing. So there are the slight things will be there that could be controlled by you. So that are the things, that is the less one. And the next the control here is that is a moderate, means you can control up to some extent. So here the control other than this underneath what is the infrastructure what you are chosen, like that they won't allow to change all these things, but the application oriented will be changed. So here I am also giving some examples here. What is a SaaS is Dropbox, Google Drive, Wix, and then Salesforce it is providing, and then PaaS software as a service, Google App Engine, Microsoft Azure. So because these are the how we are specifying them is the SaaS means end users, and then here software developers. Who are these? One is IT administrators. Like that we are specifying all these them into the controlling here is will be vary or there will be decrease when you go from bottom to up. That is a bottom approach if you are specifying. So this is a single example there you are providing. What it is doing is it is taking that is your infrastructure as a service. There are the some means if you are missing anyone, that is Eucalyptus is not there. FlexiScale, Reservoir, IBM, GoGrid also is there. RightScale, these are the things which are using for the infrastructure as a service. And the platform as a service, we are providing Google App Engine, and then next Cloudera, which is using Hadoop, big data, and then next Microsoft Azure or the Windows Azure are there. So if you are providing the software as a service, we are using Google Docs, and then next Oracle or anything, any type of the Salesforce.com, all these things has been considered as a things we are specifying. So coming to the next one, deployment models. When you coming from the what are the services of the cloud computing, you will say infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. But when coming to the deployment models, what are the types of the clouds presenting here is mostly there are the three, but we are considering it as a four: public, private, managed, and the hybrid. So see, this is the public cloud representation. Public cloud representation means we can access this cloud through the public internet. There is no any restriction to access this one through the required thing only, required network only. What it is doing is it allows to access this one, the privileges or the services provided by this one, means these things through the public. So here the iCloud, Google Cloud, and then next Amazon Web Service, Azure, and then hybrids, ICT, these are the examples we are using here. So what are the things we are means features of these public cloud is it's a flexible one, and you need to specify, we need to do, see here pay as you go representation is there, and maintained and monitored by the means these are the others, third person, third parties will be there, providers will be there, means in a cloud there will be a lot of providers will be there, not only single provider. A cloud you are using, the cloud could be provided by many people, that has to be keep in the mind. What are the public clouds here chosen is here I give the in this example also we have seen some clouds representation. So this is the Google App Engine dashboard. If you see here, just has been availed the service, that is has just been purchased the service here. So the resources what it is chosen here is the computing engine, which is the one instance only. There is been no trace of the data from the past 7 days. And then CPU engine, what is a computing engine, what it is using here is there is no any processing from until this time to this time. And then next any that is APIs are there, no the any request or requests are there, like that we will see. So what are the changes you have been made it sorry, what are the charges you have been for this month is there is no charges for that one. So here the status of that one is all the services which has been maintained by this Google Cloud or the normal one only. So here we are having news about these clouds here, that is it is mentioned here also. This is the dashboard, and then if you go for the another that is representation, the activity, what you will find the what they are using, how far they are using, like that it is representing. Because simply you are going to avail the service and it is not taking look after, it is not considerable one. What it is doing is it is going to access going into your activity also, means how far you are accessing the services and what are the things you are facing while using the services has to be came into count. You are simply means subscribe to a service and you are not using the service, means it's not the encourageable one. Why? Because all these services, all the resources will be used by the others also. You are simply availing that one and not using for a while also. What it makes here is you are simply wasting your time and your money and also others ones also. So for that one, what they will do, they will take care of these, they will keep the track of the usage also with this one. And then we are having the next one is the private cloud. The private cloud is it is completely used by the organization, one organization only, and not these like by the public cloud. So here the private cloud benefits are the higher privacy. Why higher privacy will be there while compared to the public cloud? Means the cloud will be accessed by the persons which is has been worked in the organizations only. So more control means there will be no providers, multiple providers will be there. They will be looked after by them only, because there will be improved reliability and the energy consumption what you represent will be high only. So here see the pictorial representations will provide you what is the public cloud and the private cloud. Public cloud, the cloud will be placed and will be accessed by anyone from anywhere, like that it is presenting. But in this private cloud, what it is doing, within this only it will be having the access or providing the services to them only, not the services to others. Means it won't allow the others to join other to access their services by using these things. So these are the examples, these are the differences we are having when compared with the public cloud and the private cloud. So here accessing, that is it can be accessed by anyone, likewise as said. But in the private cloud, it could go allow only a single party. Hardware and the virtualization layers is, it is means based on the vendors, it will be shared by the or between all the clients. But it is only for the here in the this one, it is only for the reserved for their one only. All are coming and accessing all these things not allowed here. Elastic resources means they are these illusion will be there. Illusion means there are many resources are there. You can fear that resources will be available for you, but we need to wait for some time, because all the cloud resources will be occupied by others one. So like that it will be there. There are illusion will be there. The illusion will is infinitely, you are not accessing these elastic resources there. But here the finite resource, because they know how many people are there, because this is under one organization only, they come to know how many will access this one, there will be finite one. So as many required only they will maintain, but here the fine infinitely they will maintain. But that one also will not be available when most people are accessing, trying to access this one. Elastic resource, connectivity, public internet here cannot be connected to the public internet. You have to connect through the network connection which has been used by the organization only. Investment means there is no investment, because you don't pay for infrastructure here. What you will do, you will pay and you will use the others one. So here we need to take the infrastructure, because you need to maintain all these things, the powers, the data centers, all these things has to be maintained by you. Operating costs will be high when compared to this one. Platform maintenance, because many will be there. So here separated providers will be there. So the problem arises means there is no need to means worry about only one provider. So the separate providers will be there. They will access. So they will have the control on that one. Meanwhile, you will access the others which has been provided by different providers. But here we have to take the cloud vendors to that is what they are doing is they have to maintain their self only, because only the single provider will be there. So the cloud vendor who purchased this one has to manage all these things. So if they are not purchasing this thing, means if it is organization, in a organization purchased this thing, the organization must look after all these things, means they won't come to access all these things referent. So SLC, service level commitment, uh, vendors will encourage to deliver the contract to that one. That is if you go for the private cloud, they may means they want to take only some services which are the desired only, so they will take the that services only. But here sometimes they will approach you, and then next they will tell it will be good for you, it will be access, like that they will means encourage you to take these services like that. So here security and then geographic locality, platform choices all be considered here. So distances and then has been considered also. Processing limited choices will be there, because the operating system what you are providing, that there are different requirements will be there. When coming to the public cloud, the private cloud means the requirement, the users are working in only one environment, the requirement will be same. So there will be usage of the particular operating systems and then applications which has been means suitable for their environment, like that they will use all these things there. So these are the some examples or some definitions here, or sorry, some differences here. Sorry, we are publicly, that is a virtualized resource will be publicly shared. Here we'll share privately. Clusters will be for many, for they have only have the dedicated customers. The connectivity will be internet, fiber or private network. So it always supports to the internet, but it is supported means it is used by the confidential system. So here we are taking only less confidential system, because all are coming to connect to the internet. So any representation what you are taking, that is any attacking or will be occur, because although they are maintaining security, so they are using public network is there now. So that's why there is a cause of crossing there. So coming to the next one, hybrid cloud. The private cloud and the hybrid cloud, sorry, private cloud plus public cloud indeed will be represented as a hybrid cloud here. So these are the representations. What are the benefits if you are choosing private cloud and the public cloud? In the representations, what it is doing is it is taking the benefits of both things. So it is supports scalability, flexibility, security and cost efficiency, which is also explained. And then you are having, so here see here there is no mention that is a pay as you go, because already have been purchased this cloud, so there is no need to pay, access all these things. But here in public cloud we need to pay, because you need to take the services to be means used by you, you need to pay. Here we are purchasing this cloud for this organization, then there is no need to change all these things. So these are the some certain definition, sorry, some differences what is used. So the services which are owned by third party are presented here, presented on premises, and then it is also on premises and also off premises here represented. And then maintenance cost, the cloud was take, that is a we need to set, that is what is the cost you are paying has to be set before for choosing all these things. And then next cloud bursting will be there. Cloud means these are the advantages of that one, and also these are the disadvantages of that one. Shared responsibilities, all these things you are considered. So if you go through this thing, uh, representing all these things will be little advantageous one, and the disadvantages will be considered, because all these when you are considering a environment, or when you're considering a single thing, it has both coins, that is a flipping will be there. So why we use these resources means we need to install that one, we need to no need to maintain all these things, we can access from anywhere. And then next there is no need of the installation of the infrastructures for that one, no need to maintain all these ones. So these are and then next we need to have the, that is we won't have these that much of benefits in the traditional computing, and we have the benefits in this cloud computing environment. So that's about your system models which you are using for this distributed and cloud computing. I hope you well understood the that is introduction of all this. In the coming units also we will see all these things in a prior manner. So that's about this class, ma. Thank you.